We've been covering verses 8 and 9, which are all focused on Suniya. So in verse 10, we continue. Suniya Sat Santokh Gyan. Suniya, by listening right now. The word Suniya is a present tense word. Yeah. So here this is by listening right now. Sat. Here the word Sat means charitable giving. And where you see the word Sat with Santokh always combined, Gurbani uses Sat Santokh quite a lot. Where you see those words combined, the Sat in that example means giving, being charitable, giving. Santokh means contentment. Gyan means wisdom or knowledge. Notice all of these words are singular words. We know that because they have an ankar at the end. Sat is a Sanskrit word. There are many different meanings for Sat. We've covered that when we talked about Satnam. Sat can mean truth. Sat can mean existence. Here, it's a Sanskrit word meaning charity, being charitable. So how do we translate this line? Suniya Sat Santokh Gyan. By listening, one achieves charity, contentment, and ultimate wisdom. This is not just any Gyan. It's a word which has an ankar underneath, which means the one Gyan, the single most important Gyan, the ultimate Gyan, the ultimate wisdom. By listening, one achieves charity, contentment, ultimate wisdom. Or we can say, by listening, one becomes charitable, one becomes content, one becomes charitable, one becomes content, one obtains that wisdom and wise. They become charitable, content, and wise. Another way to translate this line is to say, listening alone is enough. By listening, you get everything that you don't need to go and give lots to charity. You don't need to go look for different types of sukh. You don't need to pursue different types of knowledge. That listening alone is enough. That's another way to translate this. So why are Sat and Santokh usually brought together? Why is charity and contentment brought together? We only give when we feel content. If you yourself are lacking in anything, if desires remain, if you're still wanting more, then you're in the mindset of obtaining things. Once you have obtained, if you feel satisfied, then only you can feel like giving. So charity, being charitable, being giving, and contentment are synonymous. That's why Gurbani uses Sat Santokh. A selfish person is still lost in desires, full of maya, love of maya. So they cannot think of giving. They can only hope to receive more. But the focus of this line isn't about being charitable. It's about Suniya. That's what the focus of this line is. So giving alone is not the focus here. Giving lots to charity, being compassionate, is commendable, but is not enough for taram. Dharam is at a much higher level. Somebody who gives a lot to charity, does a lot of charity work, that alone is commendable, but isn't what dharam is about. Dharam is about being present, about being aware of your presence. Not as an individual, but the presence that is within you. Suniye Sat Santokh Gyan. Suniye Atsat Ka Isnan. By listening, the word Atsat is a number. It means 68. The number 68. At 8, Sat 60. Ka Ishnan, bathing in the 68. So Suniye Atsat Ka Isnan. By listening, one bathes at the 68 places of pilgrimage. Or listening is equivalent to the benefit of bathing at the 68 places. So notice Guruji here isn't again concerned with the 68 places. That's not the concern here. If you wanted to go visit the 68 places, Guruji is saying actually if you just listen and be aware within yourself, all the benefit that you believe you'll obtain from those places, you'll get from within yourself. And something that's hotly debated still, do we need to go and have an Ishnan at Harmandir Sahib? We ask for that in the Ardas every day. Yeah? We ask for this idea that we need to bathe in the holy places. Some people will tell you that you must go to Hemkund Sahib. There's this belief that before you turn 60, you have to at least once in your lifetime go to Hemkund Sahib and have an Ishnan up there. About Hazur Sahib, lots of places like that. We have to question that, don't we? We have to see what is Guru saying. There are two ways to look at this. One is, Gurbani says, Tirath navan jao, Tirath naam hai. Yeah? Tirath Gur Shabad Vichar Antar Gyan hai. I do bathe in this Tirath, but Naam is my Tirath. Shabad is my Tirath, internal wisdom is my Tirath. Yeah? But the people who argue for going and doing all these Ishnan at these various places, they ask a very valid question. Why did Guru create all these pools? It's not like there weren't wells at that time. It's not like people didn't bathe. There weren't rivers for people to go and bathe in. Why did Guru create these pools? So we have to really combine our understanding of history with our understanding of Gurbani. For me personally, I think water brings a very important element in meditation. You can go and sit at any of the Gurdwara and try and sit outside and just meditate. Then you go to Sri Darbar Sahib. What is the one difference? It's also Gurdwara. Yeah? Water makes a massive difference. And historically we've seen that water has been a place where people would go at the banks of water to meditate. Even the very site where Harmandir Sahib is made is supposed to be a historic meditating ground. It used to be a sarovar there anyway. So I think we underestimate how some of these elements, we've almost forgotten that should we be meditating near water, maybe there's an element of that. Now you also look that a lot of meditation happened under trees. If you look at our history, there's a lot of meditation and a lot of things that have happened with specific trees. There are a lot of stories associated with types of tree. Again, maybe there's something there, a part of our history that we've lost. It could just be that it's very hot in India, and if you're going to sit down, you sit in the shade. there's a practical element of that. It could just be completely practical, or there could be something more to it. But either way, Gurbani has always emphasized this fact that if you don't have a sarovar to go to, if you don't have a tree to go to, don't think that isn't a reason to meditate. Now, I don't personally believe that the Guru would place some sort of limitation on people, saying that those who can't travel to Amritsar, they're not going to be fully enlightened, they can't achieve, because that doesn't make sense. Why would Guru Nanak Dev Ji travel all over the world to spread his message if he's going to tell people, but in order to complete your journey, you've got to come back to where I live? Doesn't seem to make sense. Yeah? Look at this Shabad. Guru Ram Das Ji sings this Shabad about who is a Sikh. And he says, Gur Satgur ka jo Sikh akhaye so palke ut har naam te aaye. Somebody who calls themselves a Sikh of the Guru, the Satguru, wakes up early in the morning and meditates on Har Naam. Udam kare palke parbhati ishnan kare Amritsar nave. They wake up early, they make an effort to wake up early, to rise up early. Palke parbhati, early in the morning. Ishnan kare, they bathe, but they bathe in Amritsar. What does that mean? How can it be true that Guruji is saying that a Sikh is somebody who has to bathe in Amritsar every morning? Or does the meaning of Amritsar mean that within you is a sarovar of Amrit, and within that is the bathing that you must do? That is the Ishnan. Within you, when you wake up in the morning, you must bathe within the sarovar of Amrit that is within you. Within you is Amrit. And within every single one of you, make no mistake, it's not just within the Amritaris. Within everyone is Amrit. Guruji says a Sikh is somebody who wakes up early, who makes the effort to bathe in that Amrit Sarovar, in that pool of nectar within them. That can be the only definition of the Shabad. It cannot be that you have to go to Amritsar every morning to have your Ishnan. What if people even translate this, that saying they have to bathe in the morning? But that cannot be the meaning either, because what if you wake up one morning and there is no water? Does that mean you cannot meditate? Guru has taken all restrictions away from you. As long as you're there, you can meditate. The next line, Upadesh Guru Har Har Jap Japa. They listen to the teachings of the Guru and they recite Har Har. This is, in each line, Naam has come in. Yeah? So palke ut har naam te aave. They wake up in the morning, Naam. Amritsar nave. Again, that is an element of Naam. They go within themselves and they're bathing in Naam of Amrit. Upadesh Guru. They listen to the teaching of the Guru and they recite Har. So when you look a little bit deeper into Shabads like this, then you understand that Naam is the bathing. And Suniye is talking about Naam. Naam is the awareness of that presence. So in the past, it was believed that going to these sacred places, these holy bathing places, that you would wash off your sins. You go there to wash off your sins. So another way to translate this line is that Suniye will wash off your sins. Rather than going to these Atsat Tirat, instead of going to these places and bathing in these places to wash your sins off, because we always end with Suniye Dukh Paap Ka Nas. Sins will be destroyed.